Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking live from the Event Center here in San Jose, California for the conclusion of today's round of 32 action to open up the round. Here we have 10 seed Arizona versus 2 seed Wisconsin almost ready for battle. The winner of this game will take on either 6 seed Florida or 3 seed Oregon in the Sweet 16. Of course, just to do a little recapping for you, let me give you the skinny on what has happened up to this point. We started off the day with 5 seed Kansas versus 4 seed Providence, but man, them Jayhawks came to play, and Providence, well, simply put, they really didn't. And the Jayhawks boat raced them to be the first team into the second weekend. And then following that, we had the battle for the state of Pennsylvania between 5 seed Villanova and 4 seed Penn State, and it was a great game. It was an awesome game to watch. But ultimately, the Nittany Lions landed a few more heavy hitters on the Wildcats, which ultimately won them the state of Pennsylvania and also a trip to the Sweet 16 for the first time in, 6-7 years? Absolutely crazy stuff. And then we just recently had 11 seed Iowa go to war with 3 seed Duke, and the Hawkeyes did all that they could, but the Blue Devils shaped up. They woke up from their slumber, which it seemed like it was live on air when they played South Alabama. They got the better of Iowa, and that is a 9-year, could have been 10-year Sweet 16 streak that just got broken today, which is crazy. That's how much of a dynasty Iowa basketball has become, and here's a rare year where they just don't make it that far. But here we go. The Wildcats versus the Honey Badgers. What are they all about? Well, let's take a look real quick. Both are high-scoring teams. Arizona a little bit weathered down there in terms of their output, simply because of playing in the Pac-12 and actually some decent competition there this time around. But they did shoot the ball pretty well overall. And Wisconsin, you can just see they're both very comparable teams. Of course, Wisconsin, a little bit worse from 3, but better scoring output, all that. But ultimately, it's about winning games, and they were able to find a way to win games. What does that mean? That must mean that Wisconsin's defense is pretty solid, and so we'll get to see what that's all about. But man, oh man, this has been a fun day so far. Apart from the Kansas and Providence game, every single contest has been a joy to watch unfold. With that said, I think we're all ready to go here. The refs have once again motioned for everybody to go to the sideline and huddle up and just get ready, because tip-off is about to be happening very, very promptly. There's the Honey Badger mascot, one of the more popular mascots in all of the country and all of college sports. And this is a big one. Wisconsin hasn't been to the Sweet 16 since 2031. Arizona haven't been to the Sweet 16 since their national championship winning season in 2030. Starting lineups are for the Wildcats: Booker Washington, Chris Jefferson in the backcourt for them, LeBron Jordan, George Pierre, and Cam DeMarcus up front. For Wisconsin, it's Donovan Elias and Ulrich McCauley in the backcourt, Mayhem Mathers, Jack Hammer, and Kenny Kirkland up front for the Badgers. Now, if you love points, if you love fast-paced action, you've tuned into the right place. George Pierre and Jack Hammer meet in the middle, and it'll be Pierre that wins the tip, and the Wildcats will start us off. Coming from the play-in round, they throttled Virginia Tech and then outlasted Cincinnati. Did very well for themselves so far in this tournament. And right away, I think it's LeBron Jordan drawing the foul on Kenny Kirkland, the guy that later in the game versus Akron became almost unstoppable. And here's LeBron Jordan, the junior small forward. There's a little bit of youth on this Arizona team, but not a whole lot. There's more of it on this Wisconsin program. And he gets the first free throw to open up the scoring in this game for either side. LeBron will knock down both. Wisconsin had their struggles with Akron early on, but they ultimately weathered the storm. And they turned out to put a beating on them. Good 2-ball by Mayhem Mathers. Kind of took that play into his own hands. Made the most of it. Here's Chris Jefferson, tall, 6'6" point guard. Oh, what a pass in. LeBron Jordan already getting things going early with 4 points. Great little mid-range jumper right there. Pass in. Mayhem Mathers loads up a 3 and hits it. Man, how impactful he was against Akron. He's seemingly picking up right where he left off. And pass inside to Pierre. Pierre knocks down the 2-pointer. And that's a guy that Wisconsin's going to have to mark. He is a force to be reckoned with. Named the second best player in all of the West region. Oh, what a pass in. Hammer misses his first look, but puts in the second. Number 2 and number 4 in terms of player quality. Hammer and George Pierre. So this battle down low should be a fun one. And here's Chris Jefferson. Tall guard. Booker Washington now to Cam DeMarcus. Fade away. 2-ball Cam DeMarcus. No go. Rebounded by Hammer. And see, look at how fast Wisconsin operates. Mathers already in place with the ball. Big, beautiful pass down the court over to McCullion. Ulrich McCullion. One of the more underrated players on the team, but he turns it over right there, trying to force a pass inside that just was not there. Now, Pierre, top of the key. Here's Booker Washington. So LeBron Jordan. Jordan loads up a 2, and it will not go in for him this time. And it's rebounded by Mathers. First-year starter, waited his turn, and is now reaped the benefits. Oh, wow, what a pass in to Donovan Elias. Good feed right there, and great teamwork to link up down low. Arizona loves the softball screening stuff. Look at this. From one side, off-ball screen on the other to set up a 3-point attempt. Chris Jefferson splash. Corner 3. It's all about feeling each other out right now. Both teams are getting a good feel for what it takes to score. McCullion drives it in. Another beautiful pass. George Pierre tried to swap that one all the way back to Madison. He completely whiffed. And Elias gets 2 more on the board. Pierre loads up a 3-bomb and he hits it. That's a problem. That is a problem right there. Mathers loads up his own 3. This time clanks it off the back iron. And James over to DeMarcus, but he's called for the charge. Yeah, you do not want to let George Pierre find a rhythm. That dude will burn you every time. And Elias splits the double team. Rolls around. Here's Hammer. Kicks it out. Kirkland to Mathers. Passes this thing around pretty well. And deep pass inside. Elias goes up with it and slams it home. Already 6 points for him in this game. And all of them coming from within the paint as the point guard. And pass inside. Wanted for Pierre, but it's tipped away. And Elias, free real estate on that slam. That's what's so dangerous about this Wisconsin team. They have such good length, but this time Arizona recovers. Oh, what a pass inside. Oh, but the shot is missed by Jefferson. He wanted that one. McCullion, Elias trying to work in on Cam DeMarcus. Passes it out. Kirkland hoists a 3. It's not good, and it's rebounded by DeMarcus. It's Jefferson, who grad transferred from San Diego State. Now Jordan, top of the key, screen set by DeMarcus, runs into the trap. Instead gives it up to Pierre. Pierre knocks down the 2-ball. 7 points, perfect shooting so far in the early goings for the I believe he's from Montreal, George Pierre. Gotta be. Mayhem Mathers trying to work in, just gives it up. Kirkland from the free throw line gets it to go. Good shot by the transfer from Drake. You can see the explosiveness that both teams pack. Oh, it's tipped away, and Mathers picks it up. And Mathers is going to lay it in. Good take. So, this is the thing with Wisconsin. They're so long and they're so defensively sound that you try any funny business on them, they'll be able to snuff it out. Pierre should have got his feet set right there on that 3-ball. It's way off. Elias thinks twice, gives it up. Mathers, another 3-ball. That time doesn't go again. Arizona dodges a bullet. And here's Booker Washington, 0-0. You rarely see that these days in college sports, but he rocks it with pride. Feed inside, what a dunk by Jefferson. Taking advantage of his height. Strong take right there. Here's McCullion. And bounce pass inside. Hammer loads up a 2. It's off the mark, and it's rebounded by Chris Jefferson. Dumps it off. Jordan with the 3. No, but that was close. Rebounded by Kirkland. Now McCullion has it. Over to Mathers. Mathers bounce pass in. McCullion 2-ball. Got it. Good shot. So far, Wisconsin's shooting 66-67% from the floor. It's lethal. Washington draws the foul on McCullion, so free throws coming for Booker. Washington. Now a senior. Had to patiently wait his turn to be able to start, and finally he's able to. First free throw goes for him. Second free throw for him. Oh, rain in. Close battle to start this game. Both teams flashing the pizzazz on offense, but Elias gets ripped. Feed down low. Count that baby, and a foul for Chris Jefferson, and that's McCullion's second already. That was fast. In the game comes in James Bishop, the 4th, the grad transfer from George Washington. And that is a, how do I say it? Bishop is good, but he's not Ulrich McCullion good. And we're tied up at 21. Here's Elias. Avoids the double. Mathers gets blocked as he tries to go in on that Arizona defense. Here come the Wildcats. Here's Booker Washington. Screen set by Pierre. Bounce pass in. Another foul drawn, this time on Mathers. And Arizona's getting physical here. That's what they were able to do against Cincinnati when they took them down. Now Arizona leads again. And misses the second free throw, though. Now Bishop. Over to Elias. Bounce pass in. Almost turned over. Hammer picks it up and drills the 2-ball. Such composure by the senior big man. By the way, yes, is still the lone active big man on the roster in terms of centers. Washington, fadeaway 2, sinks it. What a shot. Remember, Jacoby Carson, sidelined for basically the whole season with a major injury. Has only been able to play one game. Like a Hammer trying to work in on Pierre. Beautiful moves. That's the type of stuff I want to see from these guys. But anyways, Jacoby Carson is out. He's been given the medical red shirt, so he will be back for his senior year. Oh, 3-pointer! Rung in by LeBron Jordan. What a shot. So Wisconsin's a little bit thin at the big man spot. We'll see how they handle things. Mathers, pass inside, almost deflected. Hammer, 2-ball is off, and it's rebounded by DeMarcus. Here's Jefferson. Pass inside to Booker Washington, but he can't get that look to go. It was a great look there. Oh, pass in. Hammer draws the foul on Pierre. That's significant. But the thing is that Arizona has got the big man depth that Wisconsin wishes they had. John Holt now enters the game for Mayhem Mathers, the graduate transfer from Nebraska. First free throw for Hammer goes. We are a little over halfway through the first half. Tie it up, he does. Tied at 27. Been chippy game back and forth. Both teams just trying to seal each other off while trying to maintain their offensive groove. Hand to Marcus down low, rises up, 2-ball, no. And that's rebounded by Hammer. Bishop gets the pass rifled by Elias. He runs into a double. He'll pass it up. Oh, Elias is open in the corner. Kirkland back to him. Contested 3-ball. Elias, no. Rebounded by DeMarcus. Or excuse me, not even DeMarcus. No, that's Kale Deflect that's now in the game. Sorry. He's now at center. Jordan, another 3. This time it's off. Rebounded by DeMarcus. What a dunk. Big man stuff, Cam DeMarcus. Now Bishop the 4th. You're going to try and find here. Bounce pass in. Elias, turnaround 2-ball, does not go. We'll give him go. Jefferson loads up a 3. Hits it in, the foul by Elias. Oh, what a shot by Jefferson. Subs made by both teams here. What a weapon Jefferson is, but he comes up way short on the free throw, so it's just a 3-point play. There's Bishop again. Change is made. Both teams, Mathers is in, but DJ Johnson's now the point guard. Rifles it. Hammer trying to work in through the contact. What a score right there by Jack Hammer. There's Jefferson again. Deflect. Pass into Kale. And misses. Rebounded by Mathers. Fell to the floor there, and I can only conclude that he tried to draw a foul. Oh, wow. What a pass. What a link-up play. Roberson with the heads-up pass to Hammer in a big-time slam over Pierre. That's beautiful basketball right there. Now Pierre trying to work in. Loses the ball as he tried to go up with it. DJ Johnson, the sophomore, and turns it over. That's a young gun mistake right there. He should have just continued to go with it. Rifle it in. Pierre draws the foul on Roberson. And more changes made. This time Elias is back in the game, but Arizona brings in Cam DeMarcus and I believe LeBron Jordan. But then also brings in, I think, is that Evan Nelson? No, that's Keith Higgins Jr., the grad transfer from Lehigh. Come back from past UA plays game so far in this one. Glad to have you here, buddy. Glad to have you here. Elias gets trapped, gets it off to Bishop. Oh, 3-ball, Hammer. What a shot by the center. Lethal big man, stretching the floor. He said, hey, George, I can do it too. George Pierre gets the pass, puts up the 2-ball and doesn't go. Roberson with the board. Look at how fast Wisconsin moves. Mathers gives it up. Hammer draws a foul. Pierre, that's number 2 on him. That's very significant. Kenny Kirkland's now back in the game for Roberson as Pierre now has to sit for the rest of the half, which is 5 minutes long. Great first half so far by Mr. Hammer. Both teams jousting for positioning here. It has been a fun one up to this point. Such a cool, calm, and composed veteran. And Arizona wants the timeout, and they get it. They want to talk things over now that George Pierre is out of the game for the next 5 minutes. I understand it. That's a big piece of your team, and that now has to go sit. A true stretch big that can really do it all. A weapon that is going to be, how do I say it, highly coveted in the LBA. Is probably going to be a first-round draft pick of some sort. That's a big weapon that they're losing. They have Cam DeMarcus, they have Caleb Deflect, but let's just put it simply. When it comes to Arizona, now they need to pivot. And so guys like LeBron Jordan, who have played pretty well so far, are going to have to step it up. Chris Jefferson has done pretty well, but Keith Higgins has been playing in this one. I'm sure that at some point Jefferson will get back into this game. But right now, not the case. Just Keith Higgins. A lot of people saw that and were like, oh, maybe a half-court violation. No, not at all. But anyways. Oh! Mistake made by Jordan. And Mathers picks it up. Bishop unleashes a shot and it's blocked. But somehow Roberson gets it. 3-ball, no. Rushed. Bishop gets the board and puts it in. That's crazy. 11-2 run for Wisconsin over the last few minutes. Jordan tries the 3, rings it in. That's a second made 3 of the game, I believe. Now Bishop. Waiting for somebody to get open. He finds Kirkland. Over to Mathers. Mathers bounce pass in. Bishop. 2-ball, it goes. I don't know why Booker Washington just sat there and did nothing, but I was hoping he'd miss. Oh, tipped away. Arizona still has it with Higgins. Slow cooker offense. Another 3 unleashed. This time it's way off. And Roberson gets the board. And now they got Hammer off the floor, but honestly, they can do without him for now. Gotta let him rest. He's going to be so crucial later in the game. Another 2-ball, but this time it's missed by Bishop. Brown Jordan trying to work in on Mathers. Will just find himself out. What a pass into Higgins Jr., but he misses. He got around. It was a great play. Just couldn't finish. Here's Bishop again in relief because McCullion has 2 fouls, hasn't played majority of this first half. Bounce pass, Kirkland. That's a deep 2. What a connection right there. Less than 3 minutes to go in the half. Higgins Jr. dives in. Floater doesn't go. Rebounded by Cam DeMarcus. And he puts it in. Everybody to stick with it. Both teams shooting at a high clips. Wisconsin at an unreal 60% though at the moment. Bishop. Roberson. Elias unloads a 3-ball. No. And it's rebounded by Caleb Deflect. He won the foul right there. Refs didn't give it to him. Now Booker Washington at the top of the key. Screen set by Kale. Tries to bounce around. He gives it off. Kale draws the foul on Roberson. That's number 2 on him. So Roberson now has to go set for the rest of the half. And that brings in Hammer, who I believe is on... I think he's foul free at the moment, which if you're a Wisconsin fan, you're hoping that sticks. Good first free throw by Deflect. And second one goes. Good free throws there by Kale Deflect. And look at Elias. Oh, alley-oop to Kirkland. Whoa. Arizona was putting on the pressure. He just flipped it up and said yellow. It worked out. Ken DeMarcus with a 3-pointer. No, it's off. Hammer with the board. Here's Bishop. He'll push it up to Elias, who now dives in, draws the foul. Will get free throws, and that's Jefferson's first. Great tempo. Again, Wisconsin just keeping Arizona on their heels, something that Arizona has not experienced yet in this tournament. A team that can push them just as much as they can push another team. And it's a battle right now. Good first free throw by Elias. Oh, it just rang a bell to me, by the way, that if Wisconsin wins this game, and then when we open up the next part of day one of the round of 32, the next half, because Florida and Oregon is playing, if Oregon takes down Florida, it'll be brother versus brother. Donovan versus Dennis. Oh my gosh, what a bank shot in by Booker Washington. That's crazy. Of course, Donovan, point guard of Wisconsin. Dennis is the shooting guard for Oregon. Here's Mathers. And it's Force almost turned over. Hammered. Dude, he's so composed. How many shots did he hit like that where it's tipped away? He's there at the right time, and he just sinks it. It's tipped away, and still Arizona ball. Cam DeMarcus deep two. Got it. Absolutely no quarters given or taken. Mathers trying to find somebody open as there's less than a minute to go in this half. Here's Kirkland at the logo. Rifles it in. What a pass to Donovan Elias. My gosh, these passes by Wisconsin have been crazy. And this time it doesn't work for Arizona. They tried the same thing. Here's Bishop. And the shot clock is off. Arizona can take their time. Or excuse me, Wisconsin can. But knowing them, Bishop, three ball. Bang, what a shot. 17 seconds for Arizona to try and shorten this deficit. But no, Mathers on the break. Layup goes. And a heave at the end of the half falls short, in Wisconsin out of nowhere gets themselves up front by 10 to close the half. What an offensive performance by the Badgers. Wow. Talk about, how do I say it? Resiliency. Because that's what it's all about. And here we go. Wisconsin starts off the second half with the ball as well. So that's even worse for Arizona. Look at this passing. Mathers three ball connects. And Wisconsin's offense is humming along like a fine tune. Jefferson rolls around, gets it to DeMarcus, and fouls Kirkland. That's Kirkland's second foul of the game. This Wisconsin team can just see how dangerous they are. DeMarcus misses the first free throw. This is the kind of game where you cannot leave anything on the table at all. And I mean at all. At least he gets the second one, but already this is a slippery slope to try and climb for Arizona. Look at this. Mathers draws the foul on Pierre. That's number 3. Good action so far, and Mathers has been doing it all, basically. Scoring, rebounding, playmaking too. Oh, but he misses the first free throw. A little bit of an equalizer there as We had DeMarcus miss one earlier. He'll at least get the second one. Now here's Jefferson. He started off hot, but hasn't done much since. Pierre hands it off. Good pass into Jefferson. Don't know how they made that work, but all that matters is they got it to work. Now here's McCullion back in the game after getting a lot of rest just due to having to be protected because of foul trouble. Kirkland, D2 does not go. Rebounded by Jefferson. How fast Arizona moves this ball up. Here's LeBron now. LeBron Jordan. Given that name, he should be playing a lot better. Jefferson at the logo. Somehow gets it into Pierre and draws a foul on Kirkland. That's number 3 on him now, all of a sudden. Pierre's a guy that they desperately need to not just be in the game, but to stay in the game. Good free throws by the Quebecer. Now Elias is in some trouble. Elias is in trouble. And he gets ripped. And I don't know who that foul was on. Richter Sr.'s looking along, and they're going to say reaching on Arizona. I'm not sure who exactly got the call. But bizarrely enough, folks, I have seen situations where the ref has called a reach-in on the man who got stripped. How? I have no idea. McCullion. Oh, what a feed into Mathers, and a beautiful off-the-glass shot and in. This is a scorcher of a game. Oh my. Over the stretched out arms of Kenny Kirkland. It was a beautiful pass and a shot as well by George Pierre. Mathers, you know he wants to pull that. Same with Kenny, but instead it's Elias. Deep 2 connects. They're playing smart basketball. This is great. This is great basketball so far by Wisconsin. Oh, look at this. Beautiful link-up play for LeBron Jordan to slam that one down. Now, and a quick pass over to McCullion. Back to McCullion after give and go from Hammer. They're doing a little give and go, and Hammer draws the 4th foul on Pierre. Oh, no. That is something that Arizona was hoping to avoid, but ultimately Wisconsin kind of forced it on them. First free throw for Hammer, of course it goes. This guy's a killer. And so is this Wisconsin team. They are stupendous. Good free throws there by Hammer. Now Arizona not only has to deal with being down 11, but having to play without George Pierre. Camden Marcus, oh, what a feed into him. So they're going to need him to step up now, and also Caleb Deflect, of course. McCullion just sitting there. Like to play from the elbows. Little pass in. Hammer is just going to take the opportunity given, but he misses that time. A rare miss. And an opening for Arizona to squeeze the lead down a bit more. Deflect to the contact. No, but gets his own miss and puts it in. How about it? The behemoth, Kale Deflect. Mathers unleashes a 3. Oh, it bounced out on him. That was almost in. That would have been huge. Here's LeBron Jordan now. Rifles it in, but Kenny Kirkland was right there ready for it. And Hammer now draws the foul on DeMarcus. Or excuse me, no, Kale Deflect. Sorry, and that's his first. Chippy game here. These two teams just trying to gain any advantage that they possibly can on each other. And if Arizona's going to be doing that, you target the guy that has been dicing you up the entire game, Jack Hammer. Wisconsin's center depth is low. They haven't really focused in on that yet. They've been trying to nurture their own. DeMarcus, that's a deep bomb. No, it does not connect. Now McCullion over to Mathers. Mathers, low 2-ball. Whoa, what a shot by Mayhem Mathers. Jefferson now at the logo. Bounce pass in to Marcus. They need him to work, but Booker Washington, that's a deep 2. Does not go, and rebounded by Hammer. And Elias. Floater off the glass, and oh my gosh, what a floater by Donovan Elias. That's crazy. Now Booker over to Kale. 2-ball off the mark, rebounded by Mathers. And Wisconsin seems like they're in cruise control. So many points scored already. There's still 11 and a half minutes in this game. Kirkland 2-ball. My gosh, Wisconsin's just money. Pass in. Deflect. No. DeMarcus gets the board and stuffs it in. You know, with how fast this game is going, even a 13-point lead at this point right now does not seem like too much to overcome. Oh, it's tipped away, and look at that. Arizona gets the ball back. Wisconsin, rare cough up. Oh, 3-pointer. Booker Washington can't get it to fall. That is a missed, huge missed opportunity right there. And now Wisconsin unleashes their own and hits it. Elias makes him pay. Jefferson tries to force feed it. No. Oh, what an alley-oop from DeMarcus to deflect. Goodness. Now McCullion. Wisconsin team, for the most part, has been able to weather the storm. Hammer, another deep 2. And Arizona just continues to let him have that look. You got to understand, this is not your conventional big. He is basically another George Pierre in Arizona's sense. Oh, good take right there by Jefferson. Easy layup. But Jack Hammer is not George Pierre, but he's like George Pierre. Oh, Mathers 3-ball. No. That time rebounded by deflect. So another bullet in the chamber that did not hit the mark. But Wisconsin's been firing like crazy. Washington trying to go through. Oh, that's a wide open 3, and he missed. Oh, that's a shame. Overshot it as well. LeBron Jordan. Key opportunity missed. Elias. Look at McCullion at the top of the logo. Bounce pass. Kirkland. Spinning 2. Does not go. And Jordan's going to slow things up. Almost tipped away. Washington picks it up. Deep 2. Does not go again. Arizona's just rushing their shots. These are rush shots. They don't need to be. Play fast, but not to the point where you're rushed. Oh, good feed in. Mathers 2-ball. Oh, we missed. All of a sudden, both teams are cooling down a little bit. We're all getting worried that potentially this game hits 100. Don't worry. Or no, there is still time to worry. I mean, unless you want a 100 ball, then yeah, pray for it. Look at Kale deflect. Working in on Hammer. Beautiful moves. All of a sudden, Arizona only down by 12. Eight and a half minutes to go. Here's Hammer. Bounce pass. Kirkland tried to get it into Elias, but finally Arizona was in a good place to force the turnover. Jordan. Oh, what a pass into Washington, and somehow he got that one to go. Wow. Look at this. All of a sudden, Arizona surging here. Oh, beautiful passing. Wide open 3 by Kirkland from the corner. That was beautiful. Hats off to Wisconsin. That was an awesome play. Screen set by DeMarcus for Jefferson. Rolls around. Tries to pass it in. He should have just taken that one himself. Hammer going to work again. Hop step through the contact. Oh, does not fall. And no foul either. Here's Jefferson. Trying to work in, fade away, 2-ball. What a shot. These are good looks that Arizona's hitting, and they're hitting some tough ones too, but the problem is this Wisconsin team is just cooking. Hammer tries to work in, it's tipped away. No way. You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me with that shot, Jack Hammer. Are you for real? Oh my gosh. A 2-ball hit by deflect. I still can't believe what I just saw. Dang near half court. That's crazy. Mathers. Hammer, just why not? He deserved that heat check right there after hitting that ridiculous shot. He deserved it. DeMarcus. Obi's caught up. He gets stripped, but he recovers. Washington, 2-ball. No. And Hammer gets the board. Dude. These are some crazy shots, man. Mathers wide open for 3. Fails to convert. There's still 6 minutes left in this game. This isn't. Wisconsin is not out of the woods yet. Screen set. Washington rolls in and draws the foul. McCullion, that's number 3 on him. Here's Booker. To put Arizona only behind by 10. Oof. Sure that the Arizona crowd shuddered right there as it bounced up, but luckily in. But that time, nothing. Only 1 of 2 near Sean Holt. Changes finally made for both teams, as action went on there for quite a while. Oh, what a pass into Holt and a big slam. Arizona once again collapsing on defense. Holt should have never had inside leverage like that. Now here's Higgins. Pass inside. Here's DeMarcus just facing up Bishop. Good 2-point shot right there. There's Holt. Getting grad transfer from Nebraska. And right there, Hammer gives it away. Washington, free lane, and he slams it down. And after everything that has happened, it is only a single-digit difference between these two teams. Pass in to, I think, Roberson. Over to Holt. Holt, that's a 2-ball. He got it. More screening here. DeMarcus flips it up and in. This is a scorcher. The amount of offense here should be melting everybody's eyeballs off. Out their socket. We'll pass in. Pass into Elias. Tried, but no go. Arizona picks it up. Oh, try to give it off to Higgins, but Elias tips it out of bounds. Much needed break for both teams. This is some crazy basketball we've seen. Offense left, right, front, and center. You know, Arizona dealt with a much bigger deficit, but they've really climbed back into this one. And Wisconsin just has to find a way to finish this game. Would be a shame if they lost the handle on it late. Here's Jordan at the left elbow. Jefferson. George Pierre is now back in the game. It's out of necessity. Turnaround shot. Good attempt by deflect. It's only a 7-point game now with 4 minutes to go. Mathers. Wisconsin. All of a sudden losing their grip. And it's turned over. The Wildcats have started to finally pick up on what Wisconsin's been doing. Here's Jordan trying to work in on McCullion. Bounce pass in. No. Pierre. No way. No. Does not get that. That's a costly miss right there. Went for it all. Mathers 3-pointer. No. He has been off the mark for majority of the whole game. But that's a terrible turnover. I think that's Ken Rose, the graduate transfer from Gonzaga, that was caught out of bounds. Costly turnover. And DJ Johnson was in the game for a brief moment. Is now out of it for Elias. House pass in. McCullion to Hammer. Over to Mayhem Mathers through the contact. No. Gets his own miss. Tries again and gets it. Persistence by Mayhem Mathers. That was so badly needed. So badly needed for Wisconsin. And bank shot in by Jordan. Mathers tries one more time and is off even worse this time. The opening is here for Arizona. Wisconsin's all of a sudden faltering here. Jefferson, here's Jordan, flips it down low, somehow gets it in, off the glass and in, Ken Rose. Quite incredible to see Arizona climb back into this game. Hammer loads up a 2, it misses. And who's that off of? They say it's off of Pierre, it's still Wisconsin ball. My goodness, the resiliency of Arizona to just not give in. This is a ball game. Holt gets it in. Back to Holt from Elias. Drives in. Draws a foul. That's huge. Ken Rose called for it, and Holt's got free throws. Smart take. A veteran play right there by Holt. Good first free throw by him. And put him up by 7. He will. Cool, calm, and composed by a man who started off at Tulane, played there for a couple of seasons, and then transferred to Nebraska. Stepped away. And Wisconsin gets it. Roberson misses the layup, but he gets his own miss. And misses again. Arizona holding firm down low after a miscue on the other end. DeMarcus splits the gap and gets to 2. Crowd is on their feet. Holt over to Roberson. McCullion tries to force it in and it's turned over. 90 seconds left in the ball game. Wisconsin up by 5, but Arizona clearly has got momentum on their side. It's tipped away this time though, and Wisconsin gets the turnover. A costly mistake by Arizona. Bounce pass in. McCullion working his way in. Layup goes and one. What a take by Ulrich McCullion. Desperately needed. This is the guy that's been so good for them in the regular season. Has not been able to produce much so far in the tournament. But when his number has been called, he's delivered. And this is a massive 8-point lead now for Wisconsin. Much bigger hole to climb out of for Arizona now. Pierre over to LeBron. Jefferson. Pierre over to DeMarcus. Turns around. 2-ball is off and is rebounded by Mathers. And Arizona is fouling now. My goodness, that take by Ulrich McCullion. Man, that was so badly needed. Because Arizona was surging. Now Elias is at the free throw line. The front end of the 1-and-1 bounces in. and he gets the second one, putting his team up by 10. In Arizona, with 55 seconds left in this game, is going to take a timeout. There's still an avenue here. We've seen Arizona be down by near 20 and climb out of it to shorten the lead all the way to 5. So it's not impossible for Arizona to make this thing happen. But a lot needs to go their way just for them to even get the proper opportunity. Here we go. Arizona breaks the huddle. Let's see what they do. They got to move and move with the quickness. Booker Washington. Might as well just put a shot up. DeMarcus. There's a lot of time that's coming off the clock. They got to put something up. And they turn it over. That might be it. Even if it was heavily contested, just put a shot up, down by 10 with less than a minute left. And Arizona just dilly-dallies and ends up getting picked off by Donovan Elias. Who, by the way, excellent game by him. We haven't talked about him nearly enough. Dude has been exceptional for his squad. And another one bounces in for him on the front end of a 1-and-1. .99 performance by this Wisconsin squad. DJ Johnson now enters the game. And Arizona's not calling timeouts anymore. They just got to get something up. It's blocked. Pierre, shot. No. And the shot clock is off. And they're just going to dribble this one out. As fortunately, a comeback that was being mounted by Arizona is held off in the end by a persistent team that didn't falter when things weren't going their way. Good jumper by Pierre. But at this point, it doesn't matter. Wisconsin is back in the Sweet 16. For the first time since 2031. What an awesome effort by both teams. Really left their all out there. And it's one of those where you can't feel bad if you're Arizona. I know you had your chances, but Wisconsin just was slightly better in this one. Arizona still played their butts off. And that wraps up the careers in college for George Pierre, Cam DeMarcus, and also Chris Jefferson and Booker Washington. A lot of guys now that, well, we'll see. For sure, George Pierre and Cam DeMarcus. But it's TBD on the others. Folks, thank you very much for watching today's action. I'm glad that we were able to get this done early on. Hopefully, you all will, I don't know, whoever is here watching. I don't think anybody really watched today, but it is what it is. Hopefully, we get more viewers and more eyeballs on the next 4 games when we air those. Until then, have a great rest of your Monday. Stay safe, and we'll see you online. Have a good one, guys.